Hello everybody, this is Rich Kolka, finishing up our class here of EDL 856. This is Module 16, our case study. Okay, here's what we know so far. The situation takes place at John F. Kennedy School. There's a new assistant principal which seems to be full of life, ready to change some stuff around. It appears there's very limited contact or involvement with parents and the community, and currently there is no PTO, which seems to be a very strong point of the principal. Here's some other stuff we know. Mrs. Rose is the new assistant principal, and she met with the head principal addressing her concerns over parent involvement. When she met with him, he kind of gave her the attitude of, I already tried that, and was really resistant to her opening up the lines of communication. The principal feels parents want to be left alone and not bothered. Truly, that can't be true in any school district. Okay, so what do we need to know? How do they keep track of grades? Is there an online website? My school district uses something called Skyward. Is there an open grading book policy that you can see them anytime? Is it live right away? Is there a D2L page? What system are they currently using? Do other buildings have better parental involvement? If so, why? Are the administrators more polite to the public? You have to find out why and get them involved as well. Are there open house nights? Parent-teacher conferences? Is the guidance department involved with parent outreach? What's the community opinion of the school district? If the community opinion is already in the toilet, we got a lot of work to do. If it's already sky high, they may not care at all. So we have to figure out exactly what's going on there. So what's the problem here? Well, the problem is pretty simple. There's no parental involvement, no community involvement in the school. And it's a bigger problem. Involvement is not supported by administration. The current principal doesn't feel that it's necessary to do this kind of activity. We'll send a letter home giving parents a weekend to attend a meeting. That's not enough time. I know my kids are in a bunch of stuff, and it's crazy to even find any time to do anything. So a weekend is certainly not enough time for people to get to the meeting. It's actually set up for failure, and I think it was done on purpose by the principal. There is not a two-way communication channel between the school district and parents, and frankly, there's no voice from the community. So here's my immediate response. The 8 people attending the meeting, I think, is actually a pretty good number, considering the little time that was given to them to respond. They'll be known in this presentation now as the Elite 8. I will go on with the meeting with the Elite 8, distribute all the information I want to get out, and say how positive it is that they're actually here. I will schedule the next meeting, collect contact information from all in attendance, and meet with the principal to discuss why he wants this to fail in a more polite way. What you are seeing here is my action plan. I have it color-coded here. On the left-hand side of the screen, you see my immediate action. On the right-hand side of the screen, you see the long-term action. Underneath the immediate action, you see the continue with the meeting, which I just explained with the Elite 8. Schedule additional meetings. Ask for a parent leader to lead the way. Ask for help. This shows you can be vulnerable, you can be approached, you can be spoken to, that you're not some sort of snoot that doesn't want to be involved with the community. Make the next meeting fun. Maybe some sort of ice cream social at a different location. Maybe play mini golf, something crazy. You never know. Discuss ideas, new people, teacher involvement, anything like that. On the long-term side, ask the 8 parents what they want to see in the ways of communication. What kind of stuff are they using right now? Websites, grade tracking. You have to get that information. That's really important. Collect the data and results and speak with teachers and ask if they'd be on board to help with this new plan and team you're putting together. Offer flex hours for trade-ins on in-service. That seems to be pretty popular in many districts I've been in. And create a quick survey on communication to send home and ask parents what they want to see. After you get those results back, collect those results with your team, go over it, present it to the faculty, and present it to the principal. See what kind of hopefully positive feedback you get. When setting up the plan, here's kind of what I went through. I really wanted to open a line of communication, identifying possible adversaries to the plan, incorporate the faculty, and have an all-hands-on-deck approach for further student education, including the community and the faculty at hand. What is best for the students is the actual goal here. A two-way communication avenue is really what we're striving for. Allows a more comfortable relationship between authority figures and student body, and if there is a crisis or something bad happens, it'll be much easier to approach administration during this time of crisis. It helps with school image, it makes it positive, and it shows people that we care. As the assistant principal and a parent of children, I believe our families need to have a voice in what happens. I think all community members want to say something, either positive or negative, about the school, what they want to be heard in some fashion. The survey questions will be pretty simple, and I have an example of the survey questions on the next slide. Here would be the first draft of the survey questions, and if the team didn't like them or wanted to tweak them anyway, I'd be fine with that. Would you as a parent or guardian of a student in the John F. Kennedy School District want more information on school events, grades, activities, and overall communication. They could very easily say no. I think most of them would say yes. Step 2 is the big one. Question 2, explain how you'd like to see the communication increased. Step 3, question 3, would you be willing to meet? You can probably recruit some more people during this. If it's a small district of like 800 people and you get half, you get 400 responses back. That's a good data pool to start with. Resolution facts. The Elite 8 is the core of the communication plan. They were the first ones there. They're the ones hopefully able to sway to your side to know it's a positive relationship you now have with them. Parents want to know more information regardless of what the principal says about it. And the Parents Advisory Group will be called that as per the principal's discretion. When going through this type of case study, it was pretty cool. I like to solve problems, so I was excited to come up with a solution. I kept thinking it would be really awesome to try this out in real life. Unfortunately, I'll never get to know if the action plan works, if it's incorporated, or if it bombs awfully, which is always a possibility. I often thought this type of scenario is very similar to running my football team and the challenges we have with the not so easy to deal with parents. Further information, I'd really like to see the data back from the surveys and the Elite 8 responses from our first meeting to determine where to go to from here. When discussing Component 1, communicating with families and community, a few key steps I feel I took were, number 1, explain the importance of this to the Elite 8. Explain the importance of communication. 2, schedule additional meetings and promote them. 3, send out the survey we discussed in the previous slides. 4, involve teachers in the planning. I think that's really key. They're kind of the bridge between administration and the community. 5, collect data and analyze the results. And 6, report results to the faculty and other administrators. Component 2, adhering to the diverse needs of the community. 1, asking their opinion at meetings. I think that helps with communication overall. They feel like they're involved. 2, collecting their data from their survey. Hopefully you get a nice response back from that. 3, asking for additional volunteers for the team. And 4, opening the channel for communication. For Component 3, solving problems helps promote positive images for the school. You want to create a positive image by reaching out. Create the feeling that we care as a staff, as administration. Let them know that their opinion counts. The advisory group is here for the student's benefit, no one else's, and communication is the key to any relationship. I want to thank you very much for all your support during the class. I had a great time. Hopefully I'll see you soon.